I've met you again 5 years later in 2018, when I approached you about my next challenge. Then I was working with Mova, and I was leading the communications department for a year or so. And I felt I needed some time to really think about Mova and the brand. And you were very open and friendly as always, and you accepted to have me for another week in Joburg with you, to to be around you, to shadow you, to pick your brain, to discuss about my work and my struggles and my uncertainties. And it was great, man. And let me tell you this: that things don't happen for a reason, and sometimes timings align in our lives. And I started approaching you about being with us here since I barely started Freestyle Talks in May. I've told you since the beginning I want you in my show, and we are doing this in December. So a lot, many years later, many months later. Uh, and once again, it's a great timing in my life as a creator, because as I was telling you, I'm about to go solo now, and I'm launching my own small uh, communications and strategy company. And once again, you come to inspire me and to give me a little bit of your time and your knowledge and your experience. So the first time I met you, after we've been in Johannesburg, I did some of the best advertisement I ever did in my life, because my mind really opens in what advertisement is and how it should be done. And the second time I've met you with Mova after, and I wanted to give you this feedback after the time we spent together and the work I started doing here in Maputo. We've received national awards, we've received international awards, huge campaigns who were seen all over Mozambique, and great partnerships. So it really, you have been very present in key moments and key steps and successful moments in my life. So I hope you are a lucky star and you are bringing me luck now into this new company I'm about to start. But really, I just wanted to share with you and with the audience about your effect in the backstage of Carlos' impact and success in a little bit of what I'm doing.
Carlos, so thank you for that. I'm humbled and really, I think, grateful to have an opportunity to connect. And if it gave you all of that, I'm more than happy and satisfied. I think we always kind of stayed connected and chatted over. There was a tender here and there, or an RFP here and there. Things came up. And it's been a pleasure to stay connected. I look forward to seeing your next chapter. I really do. Mova was a big step in its time for you, with a great ideal and cause behind it. Empowering young women, I think, is the key to everything in today's society. Well, one of the keys to everything. Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you, man. So let's jump into this. First of all, Rain, I'm really fascinated and curious, because I was googling about you and YouTubing about you, and I only found one interview on YouTube, and it's not an interview. It's about a bank, and you guys were doing your work, and you were talking about brand assets and a distinctive brand assets. But that video is 6 years old now, so yeah. It's from a long time. So when I actually YouTube about your name, our interview is the first one who came up. So I'm really happy to put you on That's YouTube great. and share with people your experience and your journey. But tell me a little bit, for people who don't know who Prinivan Pillai is. Who are you and what you've been doing? first in South Africa and now in Japan.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you're making me realize I should probably have more social content out there. Yeah, but yeah. So I grew up in Durban, which is a little East Coast city in South Africa. Great weather, really beautiful city, great food, and I grew up. I grew up during apartheid. I was 18, 19 when around 18, I think, when Nelson Mandela was freed from prison and things changed. And I never saw myself in advertising or working in corporates. I think people who know that period in South Africa, many of us were, shall we say, anti-capitalist. We were socialist. I grew up socialist. But when the country changed, we entered a new era. A lot of us went from being quite radically political, moved to a sense that things were sorted out and fine, and we could just let go of some parts of what people called the struggle and move. Now, I was never in the struggle per se, but as part of that generation, and maybe one can look back and say it was a mistake. So it was a big shift, I think, for a lot of us, myself included, around 18, 19, where we shifted from thinking about politics and how to bring down the government to thinking about, well, I need